beginner stackers, somebody on a very tight budget, and they're trying to get and trying to accumulate some silver because maybe they see the horizon coming and they're trying to do what they can, however be it small, to prepare. This is a good bet for you. Hello, everybody. Matt from Just Stack It here, and today we're going to talk about dimes. I have come to love dimes, and you see a lot here. We have the Merc set. We have a couple of Rosie sets and capital holders, another Roosevelt set there. And there's a Rosie set here on the table. And also there's a set of the Rosies, the silver ones anyway, in the Mercury dime book as well. But all of those on the table, and it all started right here with junk. These rolls here, not going to pull them out for the sake of the video, but they're all silver as well. And there's plenty of reasons why we love dimes as much as anything else, if not more. Number one, they are fractional silver. And even today, with premiums going up and the premiums on junk silver being high, I know we all get it. None of us like it. It's just the way of things right now. The premiums on just about everything are up. But fractional silver is still hard to get in a lot of other forms. This is probably your best bet. This or 40%. 40% is a little harder to find sometimes. These are almost always going to be in stock. Each dime contains 2.2 grams of silver. So 14 dimes equals 1 troy ounce of silver. So they're easily divisible, where some of the other 90% constitutional is not as divisible. Quarters, halves, you're going to be only able to get to $1.50. You're able to be a lot more exact with this. If SHTF happened, the price of silver is going to go way up, right? So it would theoretically be worth more than whatever spot price was before an emergency or a disaster happened, assuming it lasts long enough for us to get to a barter system. But if it did, I would feel much better with a handful of these walking around trying to make something happen than a 10-ounce bar in my pocket, because a lot of people speculate silver's true value, but in an emergency, if it was the primary source, gold and silver, of barter, it's going to be worth more than what we think, substantially more. Who knows what that number would be, but I don't want to carry around a 10-ounce bar to try to go buy and trade with. I'd rather have something small that I can easily hide. Maybe nobody knows I have it. If you're walking around with a 10-ounce bar, your pockets are falling. It's government backed. That's the other thing. It's highly recognizable. Maybe not. I mean, they are, even the Rosies, but obviously you have the problem with the clad versus the silver. For anybody that knows, it's pretty easy to differentiate, but you may have to explain that to some people. But the Merc dimes have always been silver, will always be silver, no matter what. So, ooh, pretty. So, they're government backed. You know, they're not likely to get counterfeit. This one, maybe, you know, a topic of conversation for people to try to counterfeit a 1916D, because one little coin is worth a whole lot of money. But for most intents and purposes, nobody's trying to counterfeit these dimes. So you're pretty safe buying these just about anywhere, and you know you're getting silver coinage. They are easy to get in small quantities from places like your LCS, with beginner stackers, somebody on a very tight budget, and they're trying to get and trying to accumulate some silver because maybe they see the horizon coming and they're trying to do what they can, however be it small, to prepare. This is a good bet for you. You can go to your LCS. You might just be able to pick up, you know, a few. every week or whatever have you, but you know, what are they? About 22, maybe 24 times face, give or take, your area and your market. Um, so for about $10, you might be able to pick up a couple of dimes a week, and then that'll turn into a roll, and then another roll, and then another roll, and all of a sudden you really start getting some value built up there. For beginner stackers or someone on a budget, this is a really good option as well. Now, if you don't have an LCS near you, you're probably going to have to buy online. And in that case, there are some ways where you can buy at different sites, specifically dimes, but you're going to have to limit yourself to a face value. And also, the problem you're going to run into there is shipping minimums and things like that. So that's going to hurt you unless you can just save up the money and be stringent and keep that money on hand until you're able to, say, you know, buy a whole roll yourself from an online retailer. But other than that, you know, different places, Facebook Marketplace, wherever you can find somebody selling dimes, you're pretty safe. Just, you know, make sure to check your rims, and I think you're gonna be all right if you find a deal out there. I buy the sets, and this is the bridge of my numismatic side, I suppose you could say. So let's see. That's AU. These are BU. That's just a set. It has all the clad and all the silver proofs. You can see one there. And it's not complete. I'm going to get it complete. This is just a rosy set here. I forget what this one is. I'd have to look back and ask Big Flip. I think it's just, maybe it's AU. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. But another set. Another set in there inside the Merc dimes. I collect a lot of dimes. Now, the collections are nice, but predominantly everything you see in front of us is silver. It's going to be highly divisible. I wouldn't want to break up these sets. I wouldn't want to pull things out of these holders. But if it got really bad and I really needed to, for barter or something like that, I could. And that's a possibility. It's going to be the last possibility, but it's a possibility. So there's value here. This is probably one of the best deals in fractional silver that you can find. So if you're ever thinking about it, should probably consider picking up some dimes. Like I said, if something did happen, these are just as easy to offload as a 10-ounce bar. Don't let anyone tell you any different. You can take a few rolls of these and go offload them. Any LCS will be happy to pick these up off of you. It's a good thing to have. That is my point of the video. They're solid. They're government backed. It's a good value, even with today's prices. So something to consider for everyone. That's all I have for the video. I just wanted to talk about my love of dimes and share that with you guys. I appreciate everyone's time and attention. I hope you are all well. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.